iOS 14 features and changes part 2 is actually out, and you are actually watching it right now. In this video, as promised, we have even better and cooler features than in the previous part. And if you want to check out the previous part, of course the link will be right here, so you can actually click that and watch it, and then watch this video, of course. And in today's video we have even more, even better features of the iOS 14. And actually, of course, since there are too many cool features in the iOS 14 that cannot be even in 2 videos, there will be the third part when this video again gets 20 likes. So let's get that rolling, those 20 likes, and we are actually starting with these iOS 14 cool features coming up. This is again Showtime with MZ, and if you're new to my channel, we make a bunch of cool stuff such as iOS reviews, Apple stuff, iPhone unboxing, setups, comparisons, and way more. So definitely consider subscribing down below so that you don't miss any future videos coming in your way. And let us finally get into the iOS 14. So here we are, and this is the iPhone XR, which is running the iOS 14 beta, as you can see, with all those widgets and that sort of stuff. And this is the iPhone XR as well, with the black version that is running iOS 13, so that you can understand that both devices are the same, so that nothing is different. All the specs and everything is the same, all the features and that sort of stuff, except the software update, of course. We have here iOS 14, while here iOS 13. And now let us begin with the new features. By the way, if you haven't watched our previous part of this video, we have discussed the new wallpapers, widgets, control center, AirPod DB, mirror, some other new changes into the camera application. Actually, there are a bunch of cool changes in the camera application. So if you haven't watched that, the card is right here, so you can definitely check it out, of course. And yeah, finally, let us begin with the new features in the iOS 14 part 2. So starting off everything with the Notes application, because actually we have a bunch of cool updates in this app. So this is, as I've already told you, the iOS 13 device, and let's see how the Notes actually look like over here. So if we're gonna go to the Notes, this is actually how the Notes application looks like on the iOS 13. And if we're gonna go to the iOS 14 beta over here and go to the Notes application, we will see some really big difference according to the design, of course. So as you can see, all of the notes have been actually placed on this side, and this is quite nicer looking design compared to the iOS 13. And also, instead of having edit button as on iOS 13, here we have the more button with the 3 dots, that if we're gonna tap it, we will have some options that are view as gallery, select notes, sort notes by default, and view attachments. So that's pretty cool addition. However, when we would actually tap on the iOS 13 edit button, it will just give us the editing thing over here, and we have a bunch of new features in this iOS 14 in the more section, of course. Furthermore, if we're gonna go and create a new note over here, sorry for the autofocus, and now if we're gonna go and create a new note, as we can see over here, we actually have some new fonts on the iOS 14 device, so we can actually change fonts in of the note that we are actually making, as well as we can actually make it bold, italics, underlined, and I don't know what this stands for, but if you know, of course, write down in the comment section. And yeah, this is quite new as well in this notes application. Furthermore, now we do actually have new kind of icons. If we're gonna tap the camera icon over there, we can choose photo or video, take photo or video, or scan documents. And we of course could do all this on the later devices and on the later updates, but these icons are pretty new. So the next new thing is actually in the Photos application itself. So we're gonna go to Photos. As you can see, we do actually have a completely new design. This is actually the iOS 12 design. I'll show you right now. This is how it looked on the iOS 12. So we had this white thing over there and select and albums, and here we do not have actually all this separated, but rather than all the buttons and recents over there written, as well as actually if we're gonna go, for example, to one specific album such as recently deleted, you can see how it looks like, and this is how it looks like on the iOS 14. So like this. So yeah, quite minor changes to the design in the iOS 14 compared to iOS 13, 12 later. Now furthermore, if you're gonna go to the Mail application, you see we actually have a new VIP icon. It's now yellow. However, here's the quick comparison. In the iOS 13, it looked like colorless, while here it's yellow. I don't know why did they change it, but I think it's quite interesting and fun addition to this new iOS 14. Furthermore, if we're gonna go to the App Store on the iOS 13 and start searching for something, let's injustice, and like it looks like this. However, if we're gonna go to the App Store on the iOS 14 and start searching for something, again for the same thing, maybe ingest, and look, it actually ends the conversation for us. I don't know if you can see it, but like what you have already written is actually written in normal color, while the auto completion is actually written in quite gray square. So that's nice addition if you wanna just simply browse the app and you don't remember how the concrete name of it. It's really gonna help you. But actually, not only the Notes application get a new design, but also the Shortcuts application has quite new design over here, as you can see. So for example, I'm gonna now create a shortcut over here and return. And now I've already created 2 shortcuts on this iOS 13 device, and you can actually see how different the design is actually. So of course the colors are actually different, quite brighter or quite sharper on the iOS 14 beta, as well as also the shortcuts have more rounded corners, and the more icon or edit icon, I don't know how it's called, is white over here in the iOS 14, while in the iOS 13 it's like the color of the shortcut. Personally, I don't really love this new update of the more icon. I think it was good when it was when it matched the color of the shortcut itself, but okay. Also, we have all shortcuts, and here was written my shortcuts, because actually we're gonna go get out of the shortcuts and we don't get that option over here in the iOS 13. But actually, if we're gonna get out, so we were over here and we're gonna get out to shortcuts, it will show us all the shortcuts. So here are all the shortcuts. Also, we have some categories over here, such as share sheet or Apple Watch. So the shortcuts that are actually available on the Apple Watch, and starter shortcuts. This is quite new as well. And by the way, they are even in the all shortcuts over here in the very button. Also, we have quite new new design generally on these shortcuts. So here the plus icon, it was rounded, while here it's just a normal plus icon. And we do actually have a select icon so that we can select multiple shortcuts like this. So we do have that select button, and also we don't have that edit button anymore because it has been changed, as I already told you, with the select button over here. Also, quite cool design gets the new gallery, which looks on the iOS 14. It looks like this, so it already suggests you some shortcuts, but also it has the automation suggestions, as you can see, while we have only shortcuts from your apps over here, and some other cool stuff. And yeah, just generally the design has really changed for quite a bit, and I really love this new design. As you can see here on the iOS 13, the information about the shortcut was actually inside that shortcut, while on the iOS 14 we do actually have the information next to that specific shortcut itself. And some new categories. We do have new categories, as well as some nicer, sharper, and brighter colors to all the shortcuts, and just better thing over here, as well as we do actually have a new option of automation over here. So if we're gonna go to the automations, as you can see right here, and we're gonna tap the plus button over here, create personal automation. And on the iOS 13, if we would do that as well, sorry, it's in shortcut automation, create personal automation, we have these options over here, as you can see right now. So the new is that we do actually have a sleep shortcut. However, I don't know how it actually works. Maybe it's because of the new feature, sleep feature, that comes to the watchOS 7 beta. And watchOS 7 itself, as well as we do actually have some new shortcuts here as well. So we do actually have an email shortcut and messages shortcut. So sender, subject contains account, recipient, then message as well, all the details over there. And we do actually have opening the app. It looks like this. By the way, we do actually have a new icons to all those shortcuts, as you can see right in the bottom. It changes really much. And finally, what is quite new over here is that we do actually have shortcuts about the power. So low power mode, when we turn low power mode on or off something, we can do something right then, create an automation, as well as when the battery level actually reaches some specific point, and when it is connected or disconnected from the charger. So yeah, these are just pretty much the shortcut changes, shortcut application changes, and new automation, and just really cool designed shortcut app so far. I really enjoy using it. Moving forward with the reminders application, where we have actually a bunch of cool and new changes. So we're gonna go to the reminders. First up, this is what your screen would look like after accessing the reminders application for the first time on the iOS 14 beta. So it says, what's new in reminders? So assign reminders. Decide who does what in shared lists, and they will get reminded. The smart suggestions, which says automatic suggestions help you organize reminders quicker than ever. I think it will be just as we have suggestions in the settings application, in the storage options. So when you have the suggestions to actually offload some application and all that sort of stuff. And finally, we get and lots more. Get reminder suggestions from mail, personalized list appearance with an emoji, organized smart list, and more. So we're gonna explore all of this right now into the reminders app. So first of all, if we're gonna compare it with the iOS 13 reminders, here is the iOS 13, this is the iOS 14 beta device, and the first step which we already see on the button is that we have a new reminder button right in the main home screen of the reminders application, while on the iOS 13 we had only add list. So that's quite new, as well as we do actually have new icons on today and scheduled, and also the flagged icon. So this is how it looks on the iOS 14. This it actually shows us the current date. This is the 3rd of August, and it says today in the blue circle, while here on the iOS 13 this is how it looked like. It was just a calendar. Now also we have a new icon in the scheduled. Now the scheduled icon looks actually as the calendar, while on the iOS 13 it was just the clock icon on the scheduled. And finally the flagged icon has changed the color. Now it's actually orange, while on the iOS 13 it was red. These are just the minor UI changes, and let us finally move to more detailed changes in the iOS 14 reminders app. Now on the iOS 13, if we're gonna actually tap the edit button, this is what will happen. So we will have all our reminders and my lists over here, as well as add group and add list options. While on the iOS 14 beta, we actually, if we're gonna tap the edit button, we have actually a new category assigned to me, and we're gonna tick it. It will be visible like this over here, and this is what it tells us. If we're gonna tap it, it will say that no assigned reminders. You can assign reminders to yourself or to others in a shared list. And to actually learn more, we're gonna tap it and let's see what will happen. So you can use the assigned to me smart list to easily see the reminders that are assigned to you. A reminder can be assigned only if it's in a shared list. Any participant of the shared list can assign a reminder to anyone who has joined the share list, and that sort of stuff. For the iOS 13, if we're gonna go edit and add a list, we're gonna tap the add list. This is how our screen would look like. We're gonna actually name it something. We had the colors and then the icons. But in the iOS 14 beta, if we're gonna tap edit button here, we can actually choose not only the icons but the emojis for the certain reminders. So we can do it like this and change the background color, and it just looks real good. Of course, we actually do have new icons. So this is how they look on the iOS 14, while this is how they look on the iOS 13. So quite smoother and better design overall. So yeah, that's quite interestingly new as well. Now one more thing that is new in the reminders application is that if we're gonna tap on edit button in the iOS 13, this is how our screen would look like, and we would be able to actually customize only my lists, like the arrangement of my lists. But on the iOS 14, we're gonna tap edit. Here we can actually customize and uncheck and check the ones that we need, as well as we can actually change the arrangements like this, and this is how they would look like. I really enjoy this little detail that is real awesome. And that are the new things in the reminders application. Now one more app that is actually totally new in the iOS 14 is the Translate app, and this is how it actually looks like, and today we are gonna actually test it a little bit. So first of all, when you open this application, this is what you get from Apple. So welcome to Translate and conversation mode. Have conversations easily with live translations. On device mode, download languages to translate entirely on your device. And favorite. Save phrases for quick access and view recent translation history. So continue and let's go to this application. Okay, so I'm gonna choose the languages, let it be English and Russian, because those are the languages that I know. So let it be the Russian. Russian, and let it be the one. So it starts to download, as you can see right there. It has a downloading version because it's available offline languages. So that's kind of a cool thing, and I'm gonna actually choose Russian, and let's start. So first of all, let us try the conversation mode with the entering the text. So hello, or so I will enter. Actually, I want to choose the language, and actually want to translate from Russian to English. So not from Russian to Russian, but actually from Russian to English US. And let's see. So I'm gonna type here, hello, how are you, and return. So I have already typed in, and let's see what happens. So I think we're gonna tap here the English button over here, and let's see what happens. No? Nothing actually. So, okay. So I'm gonna tap the enter button, and oh, yep. Hello, how are you? This is how it translates. And now I'm gonna actually speak. Let's try to actually speak to it. So we're using the voice and translate it like that. So now I'm gonna tell it to translate, hello, please subscribe to my channel and click like. By the way, do that as well, you. Okay, so I'm gonna tap it, and let's do this. Здравствуйте! Пожалуйста, подпишитесь на мой канал и поставьте лайк. Here it goes. So, hello, please subscribe to my channel and like. Okay, so pretty good translation over there. I really like it. So it actually works quite well, and you can actually, if you don't know how to pronounce it, so hello, please subscribe to my channel and like,
Hello, please subscribe to my channel and like.
So this is how the Translate application works, and you can actually save this conversation as well as pin it to the favorites, and they will be over here. So Russian to English and recents and some other really cool features in this new application. Thank you guys for watching. It really means a lot that you have watched till this very moment. It means 23 minutes and 51 seconds. Thank you very much for that. And if you found this information and this video helpful and enjoyable, then make sure to click like down below. By this, you would show us your appreciation, how you appreciate that we have worked on this video and spent time on developing and creating this video, and of course, so that you don't miss any future content like this, subscribe down below and click the notification bell to not miss any future videos that you might really need, and to be first person to be notified when any new video comes out on my channel. And by that, this is all for today's video. Thank you guys again very much for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.